If you're an American watching this video, let me know what you think about the fact that European countries have these social benefits for their people while you don't have. You don't have free healthcare. All right, so in lieu of all these disagreements that has been going on between the United States and NATO, this will be a very interesting video to watch because, like, I've been thinking about something like if the US president, whoever it is, whether it's Trump or whoever it is, could just be like, F NATO, what is going to happen? What is the rest of the NATO countries going to do? And there's been a prevalent opinion, I see it online a lot, that NATO is nothing without the United States. So, I don't know. Like, I want to see this video. I want to see the military capabilities of all the NATO countries combined, which I think there should be up to like 30 of them, versus the US. How it would go if the proverbial shit hits the fan. But, I mean, come on now. 30 countries versus one. It has to be NATO, right? It has to be. It has to be. I know the US are like a juggernaut, but it has to be NATO. It has to be. Manpower at least. At least with manpower. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I mean, like, come on, man. NATO, you can't fail with this. I know this is just an opinion video. It's a YouTube video. So we don't really know how true this could be or this may be. But I'm sure this guy making this video has done his research. And let's hope that what he's showing is right. And if NATO loses here, I'm going to lose all respect for the rest of the countries that are in NATO. Seriously, I'm going to. Because I keep hearing this thing of like, I see it online a lot where some people, where some Americans say things like, the reason why we don't have free healthcare is because of the fact that we are basically babysitting NATO countries. And these NATO countries are able to give their people free welfare, free healthcare and other welfare benefits because we take care of their defense. They don't have to spend money on their defense. So we spend money on their defense for them. We take care of them. We protect them. So they have to save money on that front and focus on other important things that could help their people. Which leads me to say, like, as an American, are you happy with that? Are you happy that your tax dollars are being used to protect these European countries who now give their people social benefits that could benefit you? I would like to know. I will discuss this at the end of the video. Okay, let's get to it. NATO 1,524. Fighter fleets. What the hell? Okay. I guess in that situation, NATO wins. NATO wins. Fighter fleets. That is like the fighter jets. Special mission aircraft, the US beats NATO. The US beats NATO in transport aircraft. That is crazy. Helicopters. These are helicopters, right? I'm sure there's another name for it. $5,843. Don't tell me the US beats them with this. Okay, that looks like it will be more. Could you imagine that? The US beats them. Helicopter fleets. This is crazy. $1,002. Come on, man. Come on. This is getting embarrassing. This is getting embarrassing. Come on, man. NATO, what are you doing? What are you doing? I get it. Look, if this video is wrong, tell me down in the comments. If this video is inaccurate, tell me down in the comments. But if this video is true, this is embarrassing. I'm sorry. This is embarrassing. I know it feels good giving people social welfare and all that stuff that the US doesn't give their own people. And let's be real. If I were to choose both options, I would choose Europe. I would choose the other NATO countries because, I mean, free stuff is not really that bad. At the end of the day, like, I mean, I would like to live in a place where there's free healthcare. And I think a lot of Americans would like to live in a place with free healthcare. So I'm not really even saying that it's a bad thing. Free healthcare is very important. In my country, we don't even have basic amenities, let alone free healthcare. So I believe me, I understand what Americans will be going through when it comes to free healthcare. And we had this guy, that shot that CEO, that healthcare CEO. What is that, Mangione? That's his name. Yeah, who shot that guy. And a lot of people were like celebrating. The guy has fans. He feels like he's a hero, things like that. I mean, he still kills someone. But at the end of the day, like, I don't understand why Americans feel very, very strongly about not having free healthcare. Because I've seen situations in my country where people have very terrible ailments that they don't have the money to treat. And in my country, it's also basically tell you, if you don't have the money, just get out of the hospital. That's what they'll tell you. They'll basically tell you, just get out. At least in your own country, they will even treat you at least. Then you now have to pay later. In my country, they will send you out of the hospital. So it's that bad. So I get it. However, European countries don't get to brag about having all these things for their people when they don't get to spend on their military. They don't get to spend on their defense because they're in NATO and the US protects them. They don't get to brag about it, in my opinion. They don't get to brag about it. It's great. It's great for the people, and I commend them, but they don't get to brag about it. They don't. Seriously, I'm sorry. They don't. Because at the end of the day, money doesn't grow on trees. The money has to come from somewhere. So if you're giving people free stuff, the money has to come from somewhere. So unless the US, and I would like to think the US is rich enough to give their people free healthcare while still being strong enough in terms of defense. I would like to think so. Attack helicopters. 13,000. Jeez, man. What the hell? What? Oh, God, Jesus Christ. This is bad. This is bad. This is so bad. Wow. Almost more than half. Almost about half of the US. This is fucked up, bro. This is not good. This is not good. Other NATO countries have to step up. You can't keep depending on the US. You just can't. Military aircrafts. What is this? Tanks? This has to be tanks, right? Oh, don't tell me, don't tell me. Okay, NATO has more of this. At least, finally. So, artillery. What does that even mean? Okay, these are tanks now. $46.50. Okay. NATO builds them with these combat tanks, yes. What is this one? Is this not this is still a tank, right? Is there a different type of tank? 671. Okay, NATO. Okay, that is a real destruction. Self-propelled artillery. What does that even mean? But those look like tanks, though. $641. Okay. Okay. So now, like, it's not actually turning out the way I thought it would turn out, because I actually felt that like the US would destroy NATO. I'm just being honest with you. I've always felt like, at least from what I've read, from what I've been hearing online, it almost seems like NATO are really taking, since World War II, they've taken their defense for granted. So I'm actually impressed by this. I'm actually impressive. $5,000 plus. Is this like submarines? What? 290 submarines. That's submarines, right? Oh, okay. I was so fucking wrong. I was so wrong. Nuclear bombs. Damn. Jesus Christ. I mean, this is why NATO needs the US. Because they have a big bully right there in Russia who have over 6,000 nuclear nuclear bombs. Why don't I don't get it. These European countries have money, right? Why can't they just make more nuclear bombs? Is it about morals or something like we are beneath things, we don't want to have nuclear? Like I just don't get it. Build more nuclear bombs. Like I know Oppenheimer, the nuclear bomb, atomic bomb, whatever, godfather, he was disappointed in himself by actually creating this weapon of mass destruction. But at the end of the day, we live in a world, like I keep saying, it's a dog eat dog world. All it takes is some disagreement with your ally, quote unquote, and all of a sudden you need nuclear. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. Let's just be real right now. If Ukraine still had their nuclear bombs that they had in the 90s, you think Russia would have tried to invade them? Even though Russia had been kind of failing, but do you think they would have even attempted to do it? Part of the reason why Kim Jong-un in North Korea has all this power, all this no country even dares to even do anything to him, is because he has nuclear weapons. If Ukraine had nuclear weapons, I think Russia would have thought twice before even attempting to invade. So I think NATO, the rest of NATO has to step up. They can't have just 200 and something or 400 and something. That is just ridiculous. Seriously. This should be a active force, okay? NATO should beat this, right? NATO should beat this. They have more people. They just should. They should. Huh? These submarines, right? These submarines. 70. NATO should have more than this, man. You can't tell me they have less than 70. That would be embarrassing. Okay, they should have more than this. Can you imagine this? Just 77. Aircraft carriers, I think. There should be aircraft carriers. NATO 128. What? What is this? Is this... Okay, frigates. Okay, frigates. By the way, I know what a frigate is. I know. I didn't know before, but one of my old videos I watched of what do they call that guy? Fat electrician. Yes, that's where I learned what a frigate was. This should be aircraft carriers. But by the way, why doesn't the US have even one frigate? That's weird. Well, zero. Anyway, 81 aircraft carriers. Wow, 20. Okay, destroyers. Okay, these ships are really confusing me. I don't know which one is aircraft carriers, man. 26. $41. Okay, this should be aircraft carriers, right? Corvettes. I don't know what corvettes is though. Okay, now. You see what I'm saying? I wish I'd be okay. Like I think I have to change the way I record. I need to be able to browse what I'm seeing and research what I'm seeing. Corvettes. Tell me down in the comments, guys, if you know what a corvette is. I would really appreciate it. Now, this is aircraft carriers. The US will have more. I'm very sure of that. 11, yes. NATO should have like maybe 5 or so. I got it. 6. I mean, I expected to see a summary, to see like who won actually, because at the end of the day, it seemed equal to me. It seemed equal. There were some things that NATO led. There were some things that the US led. I don't know. The fact that it's just one country versus 30 something countries is just makes US the automatic winner. That is it. Just makes the US the automatic winner. Even though it kind of looks equal ultimately, but at the end of the day, it made the US look like the automatic winner because they're just one country. One freaking country. So I don't know, man. What do you guys think? If you're an American and watching this video, let me know what you think about the fact that European countries have these social benefits for their people while you don't have. You don't have free healthcare. What else don't you people have? I don't know. Tell me that in the comments. But I know free healthcare is a very, very big, hot topic issue when it comes. And I actually agree with you. I think it's my personal belief. Obviously, my country, we have no hope. We'll probably never have it. So I'm not even putting my country as part of countries. We are not a country. Let's just put it that way. We are not a country. I know it sounds terrible, sounds unpatriotic, but we are not a country. We are not. I'm talking about actual countries here. I believe every country should have free healthcare. Out of every other thing, like, I think people should not be scared of the ambulance coming to take them to the hospital because they're scared of paying some huge bill, being in debt for some huge bill. I just don't think so. In developed countries, in well-run countries, in proper countries, not my country, obviously, in proper countries, I don't think that should be the case. That's just my opinion. I know it may sound like a delusional thing to some people, but I think if you have to take some money from some part of your budget to put in free healthcare, I think you should do it. I just think you should do it. That's just me. That's just me. Anyway, let me know down in the comments what you think. I would like to know how you feel if you're American. Do you feel proud? And the fact that you don't have free healthcare, would you prefer to have some free healthcare if some of this military power is a bit reduced? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.